Hi guys, Luke here from Luke Tech Reviews, and I'm finally back running videos on YouTube. So I've taken a short break due to personal reasons, but I am back in full flow now. So this is one of many videos coming your way. I'm going to start with the 17 Pro Max because it is iPhone season and we love iPhone season on Luke Tech Reviews. I have picked up the iPhone 17 Pro Max. I have chosen to go with the silver. I looked at the orange, but I wasn't keen on how it's going to look in all cases, and the blue, there was quite a lot going around about scratches, so I just thought I'd stay out of it, and I picked up the silver, and I'm hoping it looks as good as I've seen online. And there it is. So that is the nice silver iPhone 17 Pro Max. So my very first impression, just pulling it straight out of the box, is honestly, I think that looks amazing. It's had some slack online because of this like two-tone design, and it's a bit industrial looking. Honestly, I think it looks really good. It feels quite cold to the touch and really soft. It's the iPhone logo just there. It's a different texture to the rest of the phone, which is a bit strange. Not sure I like that. I kind of wish it was the same material as the back, but first impressions of the colour silver, this is definitely the right choice for me. I think this looks really classy. Let me know what colour you went for down below. And if you did get the silver, some sort of emoji to let me know, #TeamSilver. So major differences on first glance to my iPhone 16 Pro Max, which is being used to record this video. Obviously the camera plateau, as Apple have been calling it. Pretty cool. It definitely has the sort of Pixel vibe going on, but it is obviously a lot chunkier than the Pixel one because it's a lot wider. As I said at the beginning, it does feel really soft. It feels really nice. Everything's rounded as opposed to sharp. So going back to like the 12 Pro Max, 13, 14, 15 Pro Max, I think it was off the top of my head, those sort of era of phones had quite sharp corners and a lot of people found it uncomfortable. I'm telling you now, we won't have that problem with this phone. As you can see, it's really soft. The other thing I do notice as well, the reports online is that this phone is heavier than the 16 Pro Max, but it feels lighter to me. So those are just my quick thoughts on the exterior. So let's get this bad boy on and see what we've got. So I just powered on the phone. What I'm going to do is quickly fly through the setup, then do a quick tour. Right, we're still going through setup. We've had to do a software update, which has obviously slowed things down. So I'm going to stick a screen protector on, and I love matte screen protectors. And today's video sponsor is TAC, and they offer a matte screen protector, which is awesome for keeping your display easy to see in direct sunlight. And they've also sent over two cases. So, and you're looking at the diamond clear case and the onyx clear case. So to show you the screen protector and how it looks, 3, 2, 1. There you go. So if I just turn the screen off, so the iPhone is still not set up, but it took me about 30 seconds to install the screen protector, maybe a minute at the most. As you can see now, that reflects all the light and you can see everything on screen nice and clear. So that's the benefit of having a matte screen protector, is the light bounces off it, and unlike a glossy display, you'll be able to see the screen much clearer in direct sunlight. So that's the matte screen protector from TAC. I'll leave a link for that in the description down below. And they also offer two really nice cases. So this one is the premium case, which is the diamond clear one, and as you can see, it's got the MagSafe ring on, a nice big cutout for the new camera. That goes really nicely with the silver version of the 17 Pro Max. So that's a diamond clear case, which is a nice premium feeling case. So you've got cutouts for all your speakers, your buttons, and nice camera protection on the lens as well. So you'll see that the case actually goes just over the top of the lens, so you are protected, and the front of the screen has a nice small lip that goes around the outside as well. So pop it on the desk, you're not going to get scratched. And then as you can see, we've got the Onyx version there, which is a smokier look. So if you have the blue version, and I imagine that go quite nice with that, or the orange version if you want to show your colour off a bit. My favourite is the diamond clear one, which I think goes awesome with the 17 Pro Max. So thank you to TAC for sponsoring this video. I'll leave the links for the products down below if you're interested in the matte screen protector, the diamond clear case, or the onyx clear case. Okay, so my phone has finally booted up and it's ready to run through. So let me just pop my pin in off screen. Okay, there we go. So my phone's now booted up. As you can see, all my apps are installed in the background. All the folders are there, how we usually have them, and all the apps are currently being installed. That won't stop us doing what we need to do. I've updated the software, as you saw, so that slowed things down a bit, but it's all good. We're in now. On the back, you've got the 3 lenses as I mentioned, and the new one is a new telephoto lens. I'll give that a proper test in my review, but I wanted to make sure you could see it nice and close up. It's now 48 megapixel, so all 3 lenses are 48 megapixel on the 17 Pro Max, which is great, and it falls in line with phones like the Google Pixel series, which has had 48 megapixel on all their lenses for the last couple of years. What we have is a new square sensor, so hopefully that picks up on camera if I just tilt that forward a bit. Okay, so it looks like the button there actually makes it landscape, and that makes it portrait, and then this button makes it just a wider selfie and a closer selfie. So left arrows here, wider selfie, closer selfie, and a little button next to it with the arrows and the person on makes it like a landscape selfie, and that's a portrait selfie. But having the ultra wide selfie is amazing as a family man, because we take loads of group pictures and it's good to fit us all in without having to do some sort of hand gymnastics to get us in there. The big controversial point I wanted to touch on just before we go any further was, obviously I'm based in the United Kingdom, so we get the SIM tray version of the phone, which means we miss out on some of the battery capacity. So those in the US and other parts of the world do get a version of the phone which has a bigger battery capacity, which actually makes the iPhone 17 Pro Max a much longer lasting phone than it has been before. Unfortunately, those in the United Kingdom like myself, we still have the SIM tray in there, which is good because I like the SIM tray, but this year it does mean we miss out on extra battery life, which those in the US get because of the lack of SIM tray. So I'm not sure which side you'd rather have. I personally at this point would rather have the SIM tray gone and have the extra battery life, because I value that more than being able to just switch the SIM to an eSIM. So if I had a choice, I would have chosen that, because we are literally missing out on a feature now. But let me know what you would choose down below. So those of you who haven't used the newest version of iOS, it's all a glass theme, and I think it looks really nice. Let me know your thoughts down below. I think it gives a really modern look with all the glass and clear features. You can change the theme, so if you hold your finger down and click the edit button, then you'll get this little pop-up and you can press customize. When customize comes up, you've got default dark or clear, so you can see it changes my icons to a dark color there. You can have it clear or you can have it tinted and change it to whatever color you want. And then the other thing which is cool, you can see the new lock screen, and you can see the clock goes behind my son's head here. So you lock screen and customize it like you could in the previous versions of iOS, but this time you have sort of dynamic wallpapers, so you can change the clock to go bigger or smaller, and as you do you can see it just creeps behind him and it gives like a 3D effect, which is really cool. And then this button here actually gives you a 3D depth mapping, so you can see when I've clicked the button it's giving me now like a 3D version of the picture of my son, which is really cool. It gives it a lot more of a pop and a bit more lifelike. But as you make the clock bigger, unfortunately you do lose feature of the clock going behind your main focal point in the picture, so I tend to turn it off because I prefer the clock going behind. So yeah, that was just a very first look at the iPhone 17 Pro Max. Gotta say, I really like the touch, the feel, the colour of the phone. Do I have any negatives so far? Well, number one is always the price. They're very expensive phones. Unfortunately, that's not going to change. Those of you who have picked up the blue or the orange may be a bit worried about scratches, because I've seen posts on Twitter or X about the colour scratching and it's showing the natural silver colour underneath. So win for hashtag Team Silver. The third one would be the lack of the extra battery life compared to those in the US. I would much rather have more battery life and choose an eSIM, which isn't something I thought I'd say, but now that I'm missing out on an actual feature with extra battery life being taken away, it kind of is a bit of a bummer. And that's about it for now. As I said, so just throw myself straight back into YouTube. I've got loads more content coming up, so if you want certain cases and accessory reviewing, or when I do my full iPhone 17 Pro Max review, there's features you want to look at rather than just this quick run through today, then drop a comment down below and then hit subscribe while you're there. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers and I'd love you guys to help me get there. Once again, a massive thanks to Tech for sponsoring the video, and I'll leave the links for those cases and screen protectors down below. Thanks for watching today, guys. I'm Luke from Luke Tech Reviews. See you next time.